Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Speakeasy Squad channel, where we help you learn real-life English in a calm, simple, and practical way. I'm Emma.
Hello, Emma, and hello to all our wonderful listeners across the United States and around the world. I'm Ethan. It's really great to be here with you today, and we are so happy you joined us for another episode.
Today's topic is something every single person needs. Whether you are starting a new job, meeting new neighbors, or making new friends anywhere in the United States.
That's right, Emma. Today we are talking about self-introduction, how to introduce yourself in English in a simple, clear, and confident way.
And this is especially helpful if you are a beginner. You don't need to use big words or complicated sentences. Simple English, done well, is always the best.
Exactly. Many of our listeners are at the A1 or A2 level, and that is perfectly fine. Today's lesson is designed just for you. We will go slowly, we will repeat things, and we will make sure you understand every part.
So, let's get started. Ethan, can you tell our listeners why self-introduction is so important?
Of course. Think about this. Every single day, in the United States, people meet new people. At work, at school, at the grocery store, at a doctor's office. Oh, everywhere you go, there is a chance someone will say, "Hi, what's your name?" Or, "Tell me about yourself." And if you are not ready, it can feel very stressful.
Yes, and that nervous feeling is very common. I remember when I was learning a new language, and someone asked me something simple, and I just froze. I couldn't say a word. Has that ever happened to you, Ethan?
Oh, absolutely. It happens to almost everyone. But here is the good news. When you practice a simple self-introduction again and again, it becomes natural. It stops feeling scary. And that is what we are going to help you do today.
So let's begin with the very basics. The first thing in any self-introduction is your name. You say, "My name is," or you can say, "I'm." Both are correct and both are very natural in American English.
Right. For example, my name is Carlos, or I'm Maria. Short, simple, easy. In the United States, people usually use their first name, not their full name, when meeting someone casually. So, "Hi, I'm David." Sounds very natural.
And one small tip, always smile when you say your name. Even on the phone, smiling changes the way your voice sounds. People feel it, even when they can't see you.
That is such a good tip, Emma. Now, the second part of a self-introduction is telling people where you are from. And this is a very common question in the US. People love to ask, "Where are you from?" So it's good to have a ready answer.
Yes, and you can say something like, "I'm from Mexico," or "I came from Colombia," or "I'm originally from Vietnam." All of these are correct. You can also say the city, like, "I'm from Guadalajara, Mexico," if you want to give a little more information.
Exactly. And Americans are usually very curious. They enjoy learning about other countries and cultures. So, don't be shy about sharing where you are from. It can actually start a very nice conversation.
Now, the third part of a self-introduction is what you do. Are you a student? Do you work? Are you looking for a job? This is another very common thing people share when they introduce themselves.
Right. You might say, "I'm a student at a community college," or "I work at a restaurant downtown," or "I'm looking for work right now." All of these are simple, and all of them are completely normal things to say.
And if you are a homemaker, taking care of your family at home, you can say, "I take care of my family," or "I stay home with my children." That is also a completely respected and normal thing to share.
Absolutely. Now, let's put the first three parts together. Ethan, can you give an example of a short self-introduction using all three parts?
Sure, here is a simple example. "Hi, my name is Carlos. I'm from Mexico and I work at a warehouse here in Houston." That's it. 3 sentences. Clean, clear, and easy to understand.
Oh, and notice, Carlos didn't use any difficult vocabulary. He didn't try to impress anyone with big words. He just said who he is, where he is from, and what he does. That is all you need for a basic introduction.
Now, let's add 2 more parts because a good self-introduction can be a little longer. The fourth part is your family or your living situation. You can say something like, "I live with my wife and 2 children," or "I live alone right now," or "I share an apartment with a friend."
These small details make your introduction feel more personal. People feel connected to you when they know just a little about your life. And in the United States, especially in smaller communities, people really appreciate that kind of warmth and openness.
The fifth and final part, for a beginner level, is something you enjoy or something you are learning. This is optional, but it makes your introduction very interesting. You can say, I enjoy cooking at home, or I like watching American TV shows to practice my English, or I am learning English right now.
And that last one, I am learning English right now, is actually a great thing to say. Americans are very supportive of people who are making an effort to learn the language. Many people will smile, encourage you, and even slow down their speech to help you if you are honest about your level.
Yes, honesty is powerful. You don't have to pretend you speak perfect English. Just be yourself, and people will respect you for it.
Now, let's do a full example. Let's say our imaginary friend's name is Rosa. She is from the Dominican Republic. She lives in New York. She works part-time at a bakery. She has one daughter, and she enjoys listening to English podcasts. Ethan, can you play Rosa and give us her full introduction?
Sure, here we go. Hello, my name is Rosa. I'm from the Dominican Republic, but I live in New York now. I work part-time at a bakery near my neighborhood. I have one daughter. She is 6 years old. And in my free time, I enjoy listening to English podcasts to practice my English. It's great to meet you.
Oh, that was wonderful. And notice how natural that sounded, even though every sentence was simple. Short sentences, common vocabulary, clear pauses. That is the goal. Not perfection, but clarity.
And Rosa ended with, It's great to meet you. This is a very common American expression. When you meet someone, you say, It's great to meet you, or nice to meet you. And when you leave, you say, It was great meeting you, or It was nice meeting you. Notice the small grammar change, but don't worry about that too much right now.
Good point, Emma. Beginners can just remember, nice to meet you when you first meet someone. That is always correct and always polite.
All right, now it's time for our practice section. This is the part where you, our listener, actually practice speaking. Please don't just listen. Say the words out loud. Even if you are alone in your car or at home or walking outside, say the words. That is how you improve.
That's right. We are going to give you 5 sentence starters, and you fill in the blanks with your own information. We will say the sentence starter, and then pause, so you can say your answer out loud.
Are you ready? Let's begin. First sentence. My name is. Now, pause. Say your name. Go ahead.
Take your time. There is no rush. Say, my name is, and add your name.
Very good. Now, number 2. I'm from. Say the country or city you are from. I'm from. Go ahead.
Great. Keep going. You are doing well.
Number 3. I work at. Or, I am a student at. Or, I am looking for work right now. Choose the one that is true for you and say the full sentence out loud.
Excellent. You are building your introduction one piece at a time, and that is exactly the right approach.
Number 4. I live with. Or, I live alone. Tell us something about your living situation. Say it out loud now.
And the 5th and final sentence starter. In my free time, I enjoy. What do you like to do? Cooking, reading, walking, watching movies, listening to music, playing with your children. Say it. In my free time, I enjoy.
Beautiful. Now, let's put it all together. Say your full introduction. All 5 parts. One after another. Speak slowly. Take a breath between each sentence. Ready? Go ahead.
And if you need to, pause this podcast, write your introduction down on paper, and then say it out loud 3 times. Writing it first and then speaking it is a very powerful learning technique.
Oh, that is such great advice, Ethan. I also want to say, your introduction doesn't have to be perfect the first time. The first time might feel awkward. That is completely normal. The 5th time will feel much better. The 10th time, it will feel like your own words.
Exactly. Language learning is not about being perfect. It's about being brave enough to try. And every time you try, you get better.
Now, Let's talk about a few common mistakes that beginners make when they introduce themselves in English. Understanding these mistakes will help you avoid them.
Great idea. Mistake number 1. Speaking too fast. When we are nervous, we tend to speak very quickly, but fast speech, with an accent, can be very hard for native speakers to understand. The solution: slow down. Pause between sentences. Breathe. A slow, clear sentence is always better than a fast, unclear one.
Mistake number 2, using too much apology. Some learners start their introduction with, "Sorry, my English is not very good." And while honesty is great, too much apology makes people uncomfortable. Instead, just say your introduction calmly. If someone doesn't understand, you can say, "I'm sorry, could you say that again slowly?" That is polite and confident at the same time.
That is such an important distinction, Emma. Confidence, even quiet confidence, makes a huge difference in how people receive you.
Mistake number 3, memorizing but not understanding. Some learners memorize a long introduction, but if someone asks a follow-up question, they freeze completely. So, learn your introduction in small pieces. Understand every word. That way, if someone asks, "Oh, where in Mexico are you from?" you can actually answer.
Right, because conversations, they go in unexpected directions, and the more flexible you are, the more confident you will feel.
Mistake number 4, forgetting eye contact. Now, in a podcast, obviously we can't see each other, but in real life, looking at the person you are speaking to is very important in American culture. It shows respect and confidence. If you look at the floor, people might think you are unsure or uncomfortable.
Good point. In some cultures, looking down shows respect. But in the United States, making eye contact is seen as honest and trustworthy. It takes a little practice, but it becomes natural.
And mistake number 5, not practicing enough. Many people study English, they read books, they watch videos, but they don't actually speak. Speaking is a skill, and like any skill, you get better by doing it, not just by watching others do it.
So, please, practice out loud. Talk to yourself in the mirror. Record yourself on your phone and listen back. Join an English conversation group in your community. Many libraries in the United States offer free English conversation classes, and those are wonderful places to practice.
Yes, and of course, keep listening to podcasts like this one. Every episode, we bring you real-life English in a calm, manageable way, so you can keep growing at your own pace.
Now, before we go to our summary, let's do one more fun practice. Emma, can you be a new person meeting me for the first time? And we'll model a real conversation, so listeners can hear how a self-introduction actually sounds in a real exchange?
Of course, let's do it. I'll go first. Hi, my name is Emma. I'm originally from Brazil, but I've been living in Miami for about 3 years now. I work as a teacher's assistant at an elementary school. I have a younger brother who lives here with me, and on the weekends, I love going to the beach and practicing my English with friends. It's really nice to meet you.
Oh, what a lovely introduction. Hi, Emma. My name is Ethan. I'm from Chicago originally, but I moved to Austin, Texas a few years ago for work. I teach English, which I absolutely love doing. Outside of work, I enjoy hiking and cooking simple meals at home. It's really nice to meet you too.
See how natural that felt? 2 people sharing 5 simple pieces of information, and already there is a connection. Ethan mentioned hiking and cooking, and I might say, "Oh, I love cooking too. What do you like to make?" And suddenly, a real conversation begins.
And that, right there, is the magic of a good self-introduction. It opens the door to real human connection. And that is what English learning is really all about. Connecting with people, building relationships, and feeling at home, wherever you are.
Now, let's move to our summary. Today, we learned how to introduce yourself in English using 5 simple parts. Number 1, your name. Number 2, where you are from. Number 3, what you do. Number 4, your living situation or family. And number 5, something you enjoy in your free time.
We also practiced filling in the blanks with your own information, and we talked about 5 common mistakes to avoid. Speaking too fast, apologizing too much, memorizing without understanding, forgetting eye contact, and not practicing enough out loud.
And we modeled a real self-introduction conversation so you could hear how it sounds naturally between two people. Remember, your goal is not to sound like a native speaker right away. Your goal is to be understood and to connect.
That is beautifully said, Emma. And to all of our listeners, wherever you are right now in the United States, whether you are in Los Angeles or Atlanta or Chicago or a small town in Texas, we see your effort. We know how hard it is to learn a new language in a new country, and we are so proud of you for being here.
Every episode you listen to, every sentence you practice, every word you say out loud, it all adds up. And one day, sooner than you think, you will have a conversation in English, and it will just all flow. And you will think, oh, I actually did it.
And that day, that moment, is worth every bit of effort. So keep going, don't give up. And remember, the Speakeasy Squad community is here with you, every step of the way.
Thank you so much for listening today. If this episode helped you, please share it with a friend, a family member, or someone you know who is also learning English. Sharing is one of the kindest things you can do.
And if you have questions, or if you want us to cover a specific topic in a future episode, leave a comment below. We read every single one, and we love hearing from you.
Until next time, keep practicing, keep smiling, and keep speaking. You are doing better than you think.
Take care, everyone, and we will see you in the next episode of Speakeasy Squad. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye and happy learning.